Thank you very much, Cathaoirleach. Welcome Minister Burke back to the House, and to commend my colleague for putting forward today's private member's motion. This is a discussion which we had as a joint Oireachtas committee in November, I think it was. We had Wayne Stanley, Rosemary Hennigan, Professor Jerry White and Rebecca Keating in before the committee, and they put forward quite comprehensive testimony in relation to the importance of this and associated matters, and in fairness to the committee members, they put forward many questions, and Senator Keoghan has touched on the word adequate housing, which was a question I asked at that time, which was, what is a definition of adequate housing? Is it a one-bedroom apartment for a one-year lease? Is it a three-bedroom house with secure tenure for life? And I suppose these are things that will have to be teased out as this debate happens. And I know in the programme for government, the government is committed to a commission on housing and a referendum on the right to housing, and I look forward to that debate happening in due course. You know, housing as a topic is so important, and I suppose it's probably appropriate that this debate here is happening on the conclusion of what was 16 and a half hours of committee discussion in relation to the affordable housing bill. And I had the pleasure, along with some of my colleagues, of being here for every minute of that debate. And, you know, many of the contributions that were put forward, and there were some amendments, constructive amendments that were taken on board by government, which goes to show that, you know, we accept, you know, we don't have every answer, and we're always open to constructive engagement with the opposition. But it is important in this wider debate that we pause and look at what we are trying to achieve with the affordable housing bill. We are going to be providing affordable purchase homes on council-owned land for local authorities to be able to provide affordable purchase homes to people who live in the area, and the various other set criteria, not for, as was suggested by some on the opposition benches, for prices of 450,000, and you know, the misleading description was said that the government was trying to pass that off as affordable housing. Absolutely not, and local authority affordable purchase homes will not be in that bracket. In fact, the Minister, and I might be corrected, is on record as saying they will be between 160,000 and 310,000 euro, depending on the area of the country. And in addition to that, the Minister is also on record as saying that he will provide additional resources through the Service Sites Fund, particularly in areas like Dublin that face affordability challenges and challenges in terms of construction costs, that the threshold for that 50,000 would be increased in order to make those homes even more affordable. In addition, in the affordable housing bill, we have the cost rental scheme for the very first time, building on what is in place in countries across Europe, where we link the cost of the rent to the provision of those homes, the building, the financing and maintenance of those homes over a period of 40 years. We're increasing the Part 5 provision of affordable housing from 10% of social to 20% now, to include at least 10% of affordable purchase homes in developments. And we also have a shared equity scheme, which many on the opposition benches are opposed to. But in reality, that is a scheme which is going to provide immediate assistance for those people who find that they have affordability gap between what the market price of a unit is and what they can afford to get in terms of a mortgage. It's going to have an immediate impact, and I would like to see, we don't know actually from the debate that we just had whether the opposition are actually in favour of the affordable housing bill or whether they're not, because while they called a vote on it, then they refused to put forward tellers in order to actually tell us whether they're in favour or against or abstaining on the affordable housing bill. That will be obviously interesting when we get to report stage or when it comes back to us. But look, the issue of housing, as has been said by Senator O'Loughlin, is one that we should all be putting our shoulder to the wheel and working together on. It should not be a divisive issue, and it's very unfortunate that on the opposition benches that it has been made a divisive issue, because if we actually put all our collective wisdom together and work together on this issue, we can resolve it, because we need to resolve it for every person in this state. Thank you.